Do you ever notice when you wake up in the morning that you have an overwhelming thought or feeling in your mind? Or not even overwhelming, but you just have a primary thought or feeling in your mind. This morning I woke up thinking about habits and routines and rituals and things that we do repetitively, patterns that we follow without even thinking about them. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, Supersize Your Business. Not Supersize Your Business. What's you up to now? Day 1,301. You'd think after 1,300 days I could remember what video I am creating. So that's what I woke up thinking about today. I'm documenting my journey on this particular video log or whatever you want to call it, instead of writing, because I am visually challenged these days. Last couple of years my vision has kind of tanked and made it interesting and fun and challenging to do some of the things that I just took for granted and automatically did before. Things like driving. I don't drive anymore, so to get from place to place and to enjoy that freedom, I had to get creative, especially during COVID when Ubers and Lyft and things like that have not been operating, or it's a little sketchy, but they're definitely not operating in my small town. How to get around and what best way to just get from point A to point B. So we all create different routines and rituals, ways of behaving, patterns of response that become automatic for us. I automatically have a way of reacting to technical challenges. For example, I actually woke up this morning thinking about my phone and how to get the pictures off my cell phone, because I use my cell phone for a lot of things, and I take a lot of pictures of my granddaughters and of flowers and of things in nature, and so I have literally tens of thousands of pictures and video clips on my phone. And I got that dreaded message, your storage is full. Couldn't take another picture of my granddaughter yesterday because my storage was full. So I had to quick delete a bunch of videos. Technologically, I record on my cell phone because it's quick and easy. And then with the changes in the algorithms of different social platforms, aka Facebook, I've had to download that video and keep it on my phone and save it on my phone, even though I record it on Facebook Live. I can't just go I can, but it's a challenge to go from Facebook Live to share on different pages and with my story. And so as figuring out and solving that problem, I've had to create a new routine, a new way of doing that, a new way of processing my videos. And that happens literally every single week with some platform or other, or some technology that I'm using. And do I know I should have farmed this out 2 years ago? Yes. Do I continue to do it myself? Yes, because it gives me a feeling of a modicum of control over doing things myself. And there's a lot of things that I don't have absolute control over these days. And I'm not a control freak, but from a personal freedom standpoint, I like to control the things I can control. I like to be involved in the decision making and the choices that are right for me. And so doing my own video processing, doing my own social media sharing, number one, I want to be hands-on. I don't want people to ever be thinking that they're dealing with the team of people that are supporting me. Yeah, that sounds good, but if I am hiring somebody based on their expertise and their wisdom, I want to work with that person. I don't want to work with their team of salespeople usually, or their team of coaches that don't have the reputation, don't have the experience, don't have the breadth of knowledge and wisdom as the person that they're marketing for. So that is just my personal belief. My current personal belief doesn't mean I won't change my mind. I believe you can train a bunch of people to teach other people certain things or aspects of what you do, but you can't duplicate who you are and all of your experiences and how you solve problems and help people and coach people. Lots of people do it, but their coaching program is never as good as, it's just a program. It's just a cookie cutter thing that they're marketing to people. And if that's what you want, there's plenty of people offering that out there. There's plenty of coaching systems and coaching certifications that you can go get and share with other people, or get trained and certified in, and then teach that same thing to other people. It's other people's information. Basically, we are all the culmination of all the information, all the experiences, all the books we've read, the courses we've taken, the experiences we've had, and we're sharing based on our experience with other people. That's really all coaching is. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. So routines, rituals, habits, and things like that. That actually was the topic of our Get Up and Go challenge today, was how do you take within the relationship realm of our life, how do you make and know if you're making progress toward what you want or not? And I contend that if you set up processes and systems and mechanisms to automate moving toward what you want, then you will automatically move toward what you want on a subconscious level without having to think about it. So some of the things I like to do is every time I go through the challenge, as I come up with an action item or a thing that's moving me toward what I want in some area or aspect of my life, because every time I go through the challenge, I pick a different, and not always a different one, but usually a twist or a different area or aspect of my life that I want to pay attention to, but I want to do it on a subconscious level. I picked enemies and haters for this time through the SOAP framework with respect to relationships. And do I really want to spend any time or energy thinking about automating the process of handling haters and difficult people and challenging people and, people haters? Do I want to spend much energy on that? No, I want to automate that process. So I'm going to pick some things that I'm doing, some action items I'm going to do, and I'm going to incorporate them into other rituals and routines and things that I'm already doing. So I might add something to my morning routine. I've already scheduled this book it's about crucial conversations and handling difficult conversations. And sometimes not difficult people, but difficult conversations need to be had with people that we love and care about. So instead of just thinking, I'm going to read these 10 books on this subject to get better at my finances or to get better at something, I would actually schedule time in to consume that information and then figure out what I'm going to do with that information. So it's important that we create habits and rituals and routines and processes for ourselves that automatically take us in the direction we want to go. That's why I have a morning routine and an evening routine and a couple of things that I do automatically during the day at certain times every single day. And it's why I schedule things out and plan on Sunday nights, things like that. Just a ritual or a routine of planning out my week on Sunday nights or whatever, and however you do it for you. Laying out your clothes the night before. It took me a couple of years to get my daughter, when she was young, to lay her clothes out for school the night before. And then when she finally did it, she realized it made her morning so much less stressful and so much easier that she started doing it automatically. Things like that. So find ways to make your life easier. Isn't that what life is about? Is enjoying our life, enjoying the journey? Well, if we find ways to automatically get us moving in the direction we want to go, that's going to make our life easier. Our annual challenge today was about unplugging from all technology this evening. So we'll see how that goes tonight. I've been unplugging more and more, and if I have books to read or things to do or a walk to go on or people to spend time with, it's really easy to unplug and ignore technology. Can't tell you, we went out for dinner the other day, and it's so interesting. You look around now, and it's really nice since COVID's at least opening things up in our area, to be able to go out to dinner and see people out eating again. But there's still, even after a year and a half of being separated from one another, I think even more so now, people are attached to their electronic devices. And, you'll see a table of 6 people, and all of them will have their cell phones out. Instead of talking to one another, they're like texting other people or checking their social media accounts or something. And I find it really sad, especially after COVID, when there's been so much physical separation of people, to see groups of people still doing that, or doing that even more now because they're so disconnected from one another. So I am excited about today's challenge to unplug and not watch any TV, not be on your computer, not be on your phone, not be on my anything. I'll say my, because it's me that's committed to doing that tonight. So we'll see. It looks like a beautiful day, so I'm going to probably go outside and enjoy the evening. Our Get Up and Go challenge I mentioned today was all about relationships and unplugging. Supersize Your Business today, our idiom was come up short, or came up short, fall short, to miss the mark. There's lots of different ways of saying that, but it ties into the whole challenge, change, adversity, setback, obstacles, failure topic that we're sticking with for the month of August to coincide with the Get Up and Go challenge. I give an example of you go to the grocery store, you run in, and you're just going to get one thing, but you get a whole bunch, and then you get to the checkout and you realize you only have a $20 bill in your pocket. So now you're putting back the family-sized double-stuffed Oreos or the candy bars or the things that you shouldn't have picked up anyway, probably, or wish that you hadn't, and feeling embarrassed because all you have on you is a 20. So how do you come up short and then be okay with that? Hey, you just put back the stuff and you don't worry about it, unless it's an important situation where you not should, but you decide based on your own expectations what's the right response given a situation where you missed the mark, you served the wrong customer, you didn't stand up for somebody or something that you believe in, you just remained silent when you could have helped a situation by speaking up or standing up for what you believe in. As human beings, sometimes we do that, sometimes we don't. Hopefully, as leaders, we do it more and more often, and we know what we stand for. We know what's important to us. We know what our priorities are. We know where we're going with our life, and we take as direct a course as we can to that. But then things like COVID-19 happen, or things like bizarre political situations happen, or the business environment changes, or the customer base changes, or whatever millions of things that could happen, and we're always course correcting along the way. So that was our idiom for today. Those are the main things I'm working on through the end of this month. Last week with my granddaughter, then she starts school again. I'm not going to lie, I'm very sad about that. I love spending time with her. Her imagination is off the charts, and I just love it. It's so fun to listen to her and the stories. We're in spy school this summer. So last year it was all about unicorns and magic. This year it's all about spy school, which I find just fascinating. Where her mind and vocabulary, she is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this next week. What are you looking forward to this week? If I can help you in any way with respect to growing, supersizing your business, either offline or online, if you got a question and you're really stuck and you're like, I know I need to keep making progress. I know I need to make a move. I know I need to do something, but I'm not sure what to do next. Just ask. I might not have the exact right answer for you, but I guarantee I can help you to come up with the next step you need to do immediately so that you don't feel stuck or alone anymore. All right, have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.